Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Leos. It is still Leo season, my friends. Let's shuffle it up here one time and see what we got this week, my guides. Talk to me mid-August for the Leos. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you could lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Leo, my guides. And while we do, I just want to wish you all once again a very happy birthday from me to you. Whether it's past, whether it's coming up, I hope you have a fabulous one, my friends. Here we go. Okay, that card came tumbling out. Okay, so it seems like self-confidence is really up at the priority list in this week's reading. At least here in the front end, Spirit really wants to reference it. Now, this is generally a very beautiful type of energy, I think, and it could go both ways. There's a lot of little nuance here, but this is all about appearances and self-confidence when I see it pop up. Before we really dive too deep into that, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this lady. She's wearing that big poofy blue dress. She has that awesome wig or hairdo going, and she is looking directly into that mirror. If you look at the imagery here, the room is actually covered in mirrors. So for a lot of you, whether it's your appearance, maybe some of you are wanting to change your appearance in some sort of way, or this could just be self-confidence based in some fashion. Whether you're getting a boost to it, maybe you're feeling good, feeling better, feeling like you could take on the world, you could take on all your problems, issues, whatever might be popping up, you're good, you got this type of energy. But for some of you, you may have recently had a little ding to your self-confidence, like, oh, can I really do this? Am I like, you know what I mean? I don't want to dive too much deeper into the pessimism, but when I see this card, it could be a ding to somebody's self-confidence in some sort of way. This card could also be a little warning about ego as well. So just like everything in life, it's all about balance. It's never a bad thing to have confidence in yourself, your abilities, and who you are as an individual. But it's all about balancing out. Like, there's a big difference between being confident and being overconfident. Let's just put that down there. Okay, we're going to see what's up with that. I mean, we'll see if it pops up within the reading itself. I always say that gives me Queen of Wands type of vibes, but let's get into tarot now. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's shuffle it up one time, get you these three cards out here before we get that intuitive juiciness flowing for the lovely Leos. While we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. Wasn't the type of energy I like to see in your birthday season, my friends, to be honest. It was titled A Big Problem. So I did feel for a lot of Leos, not every single one. It could have been people in your circle. There could have been problems popping up, right? Whether they're unforeseen ones or ones that have been building up for quite a while. So we're going to see if we get more optimism. You know, I always like to give you extra special good readings in your birthday season, but whatever pops out, right? Let's get you three cards. You know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. We could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get these three cards out. What do we got? Hopefully nothing's lingering here, my friends. Okay, we have the Page of Cups here, big communication card, a really positive card, in my opinion, to start a reading off with. Okay, it's a big card of communication and talking. Could be new, lots of new with this Page of Cups. Let's get you two more. Okay, yeah, Seven of Swords, that's something we're going to have to take a little peek at. That card generally is a red flag, but once again, that could just be unseen, mysterious type energy as well. Let's get you one more. Okay, cards are popping quick for you. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups here on the back end, Leo. So this is a very interesting one. There's going to be a lot of nuance happening here, my friends. Let's go through it. I'll give you all the classical meanings and archetypes real quick, then we'll get into the intuitive, juicy stuff. So at first look, first glance, like I said, all of these cards, the cups and the swords, are all about the internal to me in my style of reading. So when I see lots of cups, lots of swords, there's a lot of intensity going on the inside. Not to say there's not material things happening, but there's just a lot happening in the feelings and in the mind. We have the Page, we have the Ten of Cups. These are very beautiful, positive types of cards. But in the center, we have this Seven of Swords, which could make us raise an eyebrow, right? So let's go through one by one. Position number one, we have the Page of Cups. Like I said, big card of communication. This could represent a water sign. Generally, when I say the Page of Cups, or any page for that matter, I say they're all students, they're all communicators. So you might be learning new things. This could represent new things and situations coming into your life that you're learning to adapt to. Another thing with this card, it does have a little tinge of confidence to it. As with pages, sometimes they could be a little bashful as well. So we're getting those little subnotes of self-confidence show up. But when I see the Page of Cups, to me, this is the biggest communicator out of all the pages because it's somebody letting their emotions out. So for some of you, you might need to have some sort of talk, or someone's wanting to have a conversation with you with this card. Getting something off your chest, not holding it in, not pushing it down is a big thing with this card. If you're not connected to a younger individual or water sign here. So it could be a lot of different things, but yeah, new things and communication are big ones when we get this Page of Cups. Now moving to the center. This is going to be a very interesting piece to this reading. We have the Seven of Swords. Whenever I see this card, it can indicate a warning of some sort. I'll just keep it frank with you. I'll keep it straight up and honest. When I see this, it could represent red flags, warnings, and sirens. All cards have positives. All cards have challenges. I'll say the positives of this card, or the more optimistic version of this card, can just represent the unknown. So things where you don't know what the final result's going to be, or there could be a lot of unknowns affecting you or up in the air in this time when we have this Seven of Swords. It could just be that, the unknown, the mysterious, the unexpected. So the clarifier for this is extra important in this week's reading. But the Page of Swords can also represent individuals, cutthroat people that are not super trustworthy. I always say this is a card of thieves, of snakes, of people that you really shouldn't trust or can't trust. So this could be a warning about a very specific person, or a warning in general when we have the Seven of Swords that somebody might be doing something a little fishy here. Okay, so we're going to see what's up with that. Like I said, for some of you, it could just be the unknown, because as we get to the back end, let me push this back a little further. It's hard to keep these cards as straight as possible. It's not as easy as it looks, my friends. We have the Ten of Cups, one of the best, most positive cards in the whole entire deck, my friends. I absolutely love whenever this card shows up. Now, as with all tens in tarot, tens could represent endings. This is a card of happy endings. This is a card of wish fulfillment. When we see it, we think of matters of the home, those that we are emotionally connected to, emotionally invested to. This is a happily ever after type of scenario when we have the Ten of Cups. Complete emotional fulfillment, happy ending. What your end goal might be or is. For some of you, if it is a focus on the family or home, like you might really be hyper-focused on that in some way or fashion. But with the Ten of Cups, like I always say, it's victories, it's wins, it's overcoming things. So whatever this energy is in the center, it might be just a bump in the road. I really want to dive deeper on all of it though, Leo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my friends, please. Guides and spirit team, what do we got for Leo? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Page of Cups. And yes, my friends, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Leo, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Page of Cups time. Why is that Page of Cups here? Thank you. That card came out in a very interesting type of way. Okay, yeah, there could be somebody with a little impatience here. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Page of Cups. Very interesting. There could be somebody or something that is feeling very, very impatient about the current circumstances. Like, all right, this needs to change. It needs to change quick. That's the vibe I'm picking up here as well. It's like, all right, I don't care if it's new or revisit, whatever it is, like this needs to change very quickly. So we'll see how it progresses throughout the reading. Now, the Seven of Pentacles generally to me is a super positive card of reaping what you sow. This does have karmic archetypes connected. So we'll see if any more karmic cards pop out. Because for some of you, you may have recently gone through like a karmic lesson of some sort. But the Seven of Pentacles to me is generally a card of being rewarded in some way for your patience. And I'm not picking that up here in the front end. For some of you, I do say, even though this isn't a fire-air mixture, this could be a volatile, like explosive message where someone's like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm going to give that person a piece of my mind. I'm going to tell them how I feel. So a lot of you in this time, you're not going to really bite your tongue. I know generally Leos don't bite their tongue much anyway. If there's something on their mind or something they're feeling, they're going to let you know about it. And that's what I'm picking up here as well. But just know, if you do approach someone in that fashion, they might be on that same time, right? So like this to me can easily be that, like, all right, well, I'm not biting my tongue. I'm going to say this. Somebody might do the same. Not necessarily saying that this is a conflict, but it can be a very fiery back and forth kind of talk. That's what I'm picking up, like an explosive talk of some sort. Let's keep moving. If not, maybe there's something new you're wanting to jump into and you don't want to wait. You want to get it going. Like, I need this. I need it. I need it. I need to get this going immediately. Let's see what's up with that Seven of Swords. If not you, that's how someone you're connected to could be feeling. And notice we have repeating numbers now. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. Whenever I get a lot of repeating numbers, karmic, and it could be spirit trying to speak to you. So watch for number signs and synchronicities in this time. Let's see what's up with that Seven of Swords, though. These are going to be very interesting how they play out. So why is that Seven of Swords here? Thank you. Another 7. So we have 777. Lot. All right. Some of you, you might have way more options than you could even possibly imagine or think. That's a beautiful energy here. I was very nervous about the Seven of Swords initially, but now this is filling me with a lot of positivity, especially with the 777 in this reading. So a lot of you, I will say this, watch out for the powerful omens, the powerful signs and synchronicities from spirit, the number signs, whether it's spirit saying like, hey, I got your back, I'm watching over you, or I'm guiding you. Okay, you might be seeing more of them than usual, and you might be extra tapped into subtle energies in this time as well. The Seven of Cups, 2 messages here. I have one extremely positive one and one that's a little bit of a warning. When I see the Seven of Cups, I think of somebody daydreaming or thinking, but I also think of someone with many, many options. For a lot of you, there could be so many options coming your way, and you can't even really fathom or see how many you have. Like, this is, I don't want to use a word like limitless, but if you've been in a corner in any sort of way in recent times, this is extremely positive because you might have many routes to wins, victories, and triumphs here in various ways. Like, this feels really good. But for another portion of you, be kind to yourself in this time, okay? Because when I see the Seven of Swords with the Seven of Cups, I'm getting this vibe that we've been having since the very beginning. There's a self-confidence thread here throughout this reading as well. Do not feel bad about yourself in any sort of way. Don't really think badly about yourself. For some reason, I feel like I need to say, because with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups, these are kind of competing energies, and they're both internal once again. So I feel like for a lot of you, you might be selling yourself short in some sort of way. Be confident. Okay, don't sell yourself short. Don't beat yourself up in this time. That's huge. So be kind to yourself and just know there could be a lot of various different wins and victories coming in. Whether it's this impatience, this talk or not, it could be something completely different. When I see this, unseen, mysterious, there's so many options coming your way, which is good. We're going to see what's up with that 10 of Cups. Maybe it'll give us more information about what we got going on here. But yeah, for sure, watch out for the signs and synchronicities. Powerful omens here. And I feel like this in and of itself is a powerful omen from spirit for a lot of you, that something can and will swing in your favor. Like, I'm liking this energy regardless of the Seven of Swords. Yeah, King of Pentacles in the upright. Stable, solid type of energy coming in for a lot of you. This is beautiful energy. Some of you might be connected to an earth sign when we have the King of Pentacles show up here. But this is a card of prosperity. This is a card of abundance. It's a card of blessings. So when I see the 10 of Cups with the King of Pentacles in the upright, to me, this is just massive blessings, huge blessings coming towards the Leo collective, okay? If you're a cross watcher or not, like, this could apply to your situation, or it could just tell you in the end you're going to be fine. But I feel like in general, like with the way this has spread out, like the impatience, wanting to get something going, lots of options, this King of Pentacles is beautiful energy, okay? Especially if you're connected to an earth sign and you're watching this for romantic things, this could be a really good turn of events for a lot of Leos. Pardon me. But this to me is a very stable, abundant, similar to Empress type of energy, right? But the divine masculine. For a lot of you, there could be a good increase in money. There could be a big increase in abundance. That's why I said this could be a very solid, stable blessing. If times have been crazy, if there have been a lot of things up in the air, I feel like for a lot of Leos, aside from the blessings and the omens and the stuff we've been seeing, things will be starting to settle down in a very positive fashion. This is very, very good type of energy. One of the best I've seen this week so far. So please, let's go through and do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. I'm liking what I'm feeling. And this Seven of Swords did make me a little nervous at first, but it cleared up by the time we got to the back end. Position number one, my friends, we have the Page of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, I felt like somebody not having patience, wanting to get something going. It could be a talk as well, like I said, where I'm not biting my tongue. I'm going to say what I need to say. I'm going to say what I'm feeling. But just know if you're in that mode, someone else is going to be in that mode as well. And it could be a volatile back and forth, explosive talk. But as we get to the center, we have the Seven of Swords with the Seven of Cups in the upright, 777. This could be a big, powerful omen in itself from spirit that everything's going to be okay, that you're on the right path. For a portion of you, watch for the signs, synchronicities, and omens with the repeating sevens. It's a very powerful number. It's a lucky number as well. But the main two messages I was feeling here in the center was, one, be kind to yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Know all the good aspects you have to yourself and be confident in yourself. Don't beat yourself up in any kind of way. But another thing I'm picking up here is like a lot of you have way more options than you can even conceive. Moving to the back end, we have the 10 of Cups with the King of Pentacles in the upright. Beautiful energy of a happy ending, of blessings, monetary abundance, leveling up, all that stuff. So we have all sorts of good, luscious energy flowing here, Leo. That's the type of stuff I want to see during your birthday. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into that further. Let's see what's in the shadows for Leo. All right, we're going to shuffle it up here one time and get you a shadow card just to put the icing on the cake here. Let's see what's in the shadows. Positive reading this week, my friends. That was nice. What do we got for Leo, please? And yeah, I always like to pull one from the Shadowland Tarot. I feel like it's a nice thing to do, whether it's a shadow within yourself or something you don't quite see. It's in the shadows for Leo. Thank you. And here it is again. We have another 7, the 7 of Cups showing up once again. Don't get overwhelmed by options or paths in this time as well. For a lot of you, maybe a lot of you do believe that you have more things coming in than you could even imagine. But it's when those things start coming in rapid fire, is there some indecisiveness about which path to walk down, which way to go? This could be a big warning about overthinking or daydreaming as well. So in this time, just know your mind might be a little extra in this time. You might be more mental and feeling things in a very intense way. But when I get the 7 of Cups in the shadows, it's all about not being indecisive. So in the coming days and weeks, maybe there's times in the past where like not being super decisive, you paid the price. Coming down the pipeline with all the 7s we've had, when these opportunities and options start coming your way, be decisive and take decisive action. I feel like a lot of you need to hear that. So Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witch's Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.